Hopefully everyone has a wonderful New Year's Eve. It is on Tuesday, so probably most people still working. Some of us might have day off tomorrow since they're also of Chinese descent. Yeah. And fun facts actually, the snake are also called the little dragons from China. So actually it's a myth that the little snake, it also called referred as the little dragon, will actually evolve like Pokemon, I guess, and then turn themselves into little dragons. And that's what they say, how dragon will form. And that's why the Chinese dragons don't have wings like the Western dragons, I assume. So it is the year of the snake. Also, for everybody that doesn't know who I am, my name is Ryuro, or Roro for short. That's my nickname. I am a dragon wolf deity that have fallen from my grace. Now, I am just a mortal looking being, but I will slowly reclaim my power. So for now, I'm just stuck telling story to you wonderful people. So we'll start with the legend of Chinese New Year and the Nian monster. Well, this is a story that's been told by many Chinese descent since we were kids. Well, you guys are kids, yeah. But well, the story goes a long time ago, long time ago, in a small village in between the mountain and rivers. Now, the setting might change depending on different culture. It might be by the sea, but by mountain and rivers, people live peacefully, except for one terrible night each year. One the eve of the new year, a monstrous beast called the Nian Shou, or the monster Nian. Nian is also named the year. Each year, he descends from the mountain, and with his sharp teeth and fiery eyes, it will devour livestock, destroy your homes, and actually, it's supposed to be casualty in the village as well, but the version I'm holding right now is PG, I guess. Well, each year, the dreadful night approach, the villager will flee from the mountains to hide. But one year, an old traveler arrived just as they were preparing to leave. Seeing their fear, he asked, "Why do you run?" The elder explained, "The Nian beast is coming. We must hide, or it will destroy everything." The traveler stroked his beard and smiled. "I know how to drive Nian away." The villager was skeptical, but with no better option, they let him stay behind while they hid in the mountains. That night, when Nian stormed into the village, something strange happened. The traveler had covered the houses in red banners. Bright red firecrackers suddenly exploded, filled the air, and loud bangs. Lantern glowed fiercely, lighting up the darkness. Each of these actions have bring great pain to the great beast, the Nian beast. They hated the color red. It's too bright for his eye. It blinded him. The sound of the firecracker, the fierce sound of the firecracker, ring his eardrum with the noise, and couldn't stand the bright light of the lantern. It scared the Nian beast away back into the mountain, and when the villager returned, they were amazed to see their home untouched. And then the traveler laughed and said, "The Nian is no god. It's just a beast that are afraid of the red fire and noise. Use them, it will never return." Well, now every year after this, the firecracker, the red banner, and the lantern glows in the street. Remember the legend of the Nian monster. And each year, they welcome the new year with happiness, luck, and hope. It's also called 恭喜发财, also mean wishing you prosperity. Now that's the story of New Year's, and that's why every year Chinese people welcome New Year with firecrackers, red banners, and lanterns, was supposedly to scare and keep the Nian monster away. Now, the funny story about a lot of these is that you don't really know the exact time period for any of these stories. It's all long time ago. So just to know, that's the legend of the Nian, New Year's. Now, I'm going to talk about the Zodiac signs. So as many of us should know by now, today, well, it is now today. Happy New Year's, guys. Well, in Easter time anyway. So this year is the year of the snake. So how does the order came to be? Well, there's actually a story to it. So we're gonna Or you can, give me some advice next time. I'll put it down. But there's actually, we have many animals, precisely 12 animals, that cycle each year, well, yearly. So each year is represented by one animal, and the order actually has an origin story, and the story is called The Great Race, the legend of Chinese Zodiac. You can also call it the heavenly race if you want to be fancy about it. So the story goes, again, a long time ago. This version say the Jade Emperor, but actually the original story say the Great Sage, kind of like the RPG Grand Wizard. So, long time ago, the Jade Emperor, the ruler of the heavens, decided to create a way to measure time. He decreed, what a great race will be held, and the first 12 animals to cross the mighty river will earn a place in the Zodiac, each one ruling over a year. Now, this is a great honor for these animals. Of course, they are all excited to participate. Well, each animal have its advantage and disadvantage, and then there's something also you learn in life. You should use what you are good at, go against what some other people are not good at to win. So each animal strategize, prepare. Some rely on their wits, some rely on their physical prowess. Now, once the race started, the rat, small but clever, knew it would never outswim the other. Of course, it's so tiny, so it would never be able to win the race without some help. So he befriended the strong and gentle ox. He said, "Dear ox, you're so strong, and I'm so small. Would you let me ride on your back across the river?" Oh yeah, the race consists of crossing the river. It's also like crossing the year almost. Well, the kind ox agreed and never suspect a trick. As the race began, the ox surged ahead, cutting through the water with ease. He bowled through the most of the race, swim across, and also something to know, the ox in Chinese is also called the water ox, so they actually know how to swim pretty well. The story actually goes that the rat, as the ox about to cross the finish line, leaped from the ox's head. And right before the rat leaped, he also set the oxtail on fire to help boosted himself. That was the story that was told when I was a kid. I'm trying to recollecting a little bit, but the rat leaped at the last second before the ox crosses the finish line. Thus, he became the first of the zodiac sign, followed by the ox right behind it, taking second. Well, next came the mighty tiger, strong and powerful, of course, with his fierce current, and it was able to swim across, and he was honored the third place. Soon after are the rabbit. Being light on its feet, the rabbit had hopped from the stone to stone across the river. At one point, it nearly fell in, but a floating log carried it safely to shore. And so the rabbit took fourth place, and a loud roar announced arrival of the dragon. The emperor was surprised. After all, the dragon could fly. Mighty dragon, why did you not arrive first? He asked. The dragon bowed and replied, on my way, I saw a villager in need of rain, so I stopped to bring them water. Then I saw the rabbit struggling on the log, so I blew a gentle wing to help her across. Pleased with the dragon's kindness, the emperor awarded its fifth place. Now, something many of us might not know, the traditional Chinese dragon actually bring rain. The power they have are the power of the ocean. They're more like god of Poseidon. They actually control the ocean, but don't control the whole ocean. They actually say there is 4 oceans: the east, the west, the north, and the south ocean. And they're each being controlled by a dragon, king, I guess. Now, the dragon can bring rain, and it can also spew, like breathe out water, I guess. It's like the opposite of the western dragon that breathes fire. Soon after, the horse galloped towards the finish line. But just as it was about to step forward, the snake slithered out from its hoof. Having secretly hitched a ride, startled the horse reared back, allowing a clever snake to take 6th place, while the horse settled for 7. Then came the goat, the monkey, and rooster, who had worked together to cross the river. The rooster had found a raft, the goat and the monkey had paddled. Well, together they reached the shore. The emperor awarded their teamwork by granting the goat 8th place, the monkey 9th, and the rooster 10th. Next came the dog, who was an excellent swimmer, but instead of racing ahead, it stopped to play in the water, enjoying the coolness too much. By the time it reached the shore, it only secured the 11th spot. Finally, just as the Jade Baron was about to close the race, the pig arrived. Snorting happily, "Why are you so late?" asked the Emperor. The pig yawned and replied, "I was so hungry, so I stopped by a meal. Then I took the nap." Amused by his carefree nature, the Emperor granted the pig the 12th and final place. Now, this is the story of how the Zodiac sign came to be. People sometimes ask why there's no cat year in the Chinese New Year, and there's a reason for it. Actually, in the version that I heard, which is not so PG, was that the cat actually was in the race, and when the cat was about to swim across, the pig actually hitchhiked on the cat's back, and the cat, as he swam across the river, he drowned, and then the pig was able to cross the river because of the cat, and then took its place, and the cat never made it for the New Year. That was the sad story, but that's the version I was heard when I was little, so just letting you know. Now, that is the story of the Zodiac sign, and as the order it has came to be. Now, personally, I'm a deity, so I don't have a Zodiac sign, but if you must know, according to human year, I'm actually the year of the ox, so I am the proud, strong ox, as I am powerful, Well, Happy New Year, guys.